you're having a beautiful day out there, guys. It's a beautiful day here in New Brunswick. Check this out. We got blizzard coming in, and yeah, it's a beautiful day. Doing some snow removal, which kind of reminds me of the past and how every time it snowed, I go out and push snow. This is white gold falling here right now. I used to go out back in the day. I did snow removal for 7 years. I enjoyed it for 4. I remember when I grabbed that business and I ran with it. It was one of the best decisions I ever made. But with that decision came my unhappiness. And once I was on my mountain of snow removal back in the Westlock days, I had a business that was thriving, making me $100 grand a year or $100 grand a season. And I was working my ass off every damn day, pursuing freedom, pursuing financial freedom, pursuing being my own boss. Been doing that for 8 years. But with that success there came some baggage with that. And get out of there, girl. Came some baggage with that success. And when I found myself at the top of that mountain where I was going there I got there and I realized I put the ladder on the wrong wall. And I had a great business. I had a beautiful girlfriend. But I was living a false life. I was still caught into being an alcoholic. I wasn't chasing a purpose. I didn't have one. I had one, and at the time it was that purpose at that time. And from my perspective and my place of the now at that time, that's exactly what I was supposed to be doing and where I wanted to be. But after I built it, it was very empty. It was in the wrong town, didn't want to live in town. It was in the wrong business, didn't want to really push snow all my life and help people remove their snow, although I was doing very well at it and I was growing the company. But I couldn't even stick to my 6-year plan. I was already losing my health. My health was degrading. My unhappiness was terrible. I was using drugs. I was using a lot of weed, a lot of alcohol, a lot of bad stuff to cope. Is that what life is about? So if you see yourself in a chain of using drugs, in a chain of using alcohol every day just to ease the pain, first step, remove those problems, and then the root will uncover itself so that you can do some soul searching and some really digging on what's really going on, what you really want to be doing. And it was once I did that, I was like, oh man, I've been building the wrong dream. Although it was the right one at the time, because I'll tell you, it gave me freedom to travel, take summers off. But what I did, one of my mistakes then, is I was taking too much time off. I was acting like I didn't need to work, like I've already made it. 24, 25 entrepreneur. Not working harder, and what got me to that place, started to get soft, started to get weak. Started to go into drugs and alcohol instead of pursuing purpose because it didn't drive me, it was empty. I had all that success and I was like, damn, I did what the world wanted me to do. I didn't do what I wanted to do, what I truly want to do. And it's kind of funny thing about success is it's not always 100% true that you should follow your heart and do those things, because most of the time those things fail. So what you want to do is make a plan to make those things work, but you got to take a look at the market. You got to look at what people need, what people want. You got to know these things. Because you can't always do the things you love. But if you align it right, you can. If you're lucky enough, if you learn enough, you definitely can do the things you love. But it has to be what people love too, and what people want. But yeah, guys, moral of the story, be careful about where you build your ladder, but be okay with it when you start to rip it down on purpose. And that's what I did. I started ripping down. I wanted more freedom in my life. I realized that having a snow business actually kind of started to tie up my freedom. And I wanted to be more free, not just financially, but with my time freedom. Because I lost my time. freedom with that success. So I've been working my ass off for years now, and to build businesses that work for me and where I can live on an acreage, which is what I'm doing right now. This was part of my dream. And I made a mistake when I moved here. I didn't start a business off the land right away. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna go crush it in this online world. Didn't know much about it. Learned from certain mentors that like to manipulate the masses and tell you things that aren't true so they can sell their programs. You gotta love it. So I know what it's like to be lied to, but I also understand what it takes to do what you want to do and what you love, and you gotta have that drive. You gotta have that passion, for sure. You gotta do what people need, and your business will thrive. So here I am getting into the camping industry. Got to build the campsite last summer. I'm going to be finishing it this spring. And over the course of this winter, I'm doing a boardwalk. That's what people need. See, I didn't learn that until I failed for a couple of years in some dead-end businesses and dead-end ideas online. So it was only once I failed enough and said, why? Why do I keep failing? Well, then I really learned about business and what it really takes to have a thriving business, and why I thrived before with snow removal, and how I've been challenged for these last few years. So it's not always about following your heart. But now I'm actually following my heart by doing the campground, because it's going to give me my freedom. It's going to pay my bills. It's going to make me more money than I could ever use. And I'm helping people and following the market. This is a high tourist area. I'm 10 minutes away from Confederation Bridge. Camping is well needed and trending right now. And this area is in need of campsites. So I looked at that market and I was like, oh man, I gotta fill that market. When I came out here, I was like, I was stuck on solar. I was stuck on renewable energy. And I was like, man, that's really what I wanted to do. Again, following the heart. It's changing the world, all these things. But I came here in the weather. I looked at the weather. Looked at the market, and looked at how much capital you need, and how New Brunswick only pays you once in a year for the solar. So I'm like, man, I gotta change, It's all about not taking your failures to heart necessarily, or if you do, letting them go and learning from them so that you can make the right decisions in the future and create businesses that are gonna be long lasting and pay you for endless amounts of time and free you and your family from this financial prison that we've been born into, and become very rich, wealthy, healthy, happy. That's what life is about, and I want you to attain it. And that's what my journey is, and it's all about helping you guys do the same thing I'm doing. Living on the land, being free. We gotta break free of that system. Because I'll tell you, our family depends on it, and hope this video inspired you, helped you in some way. Learn from your failures. Don't let them take you down, because I'll tell you, it's so easy to give up. It's not easy to be an entrepreneur, and that's why nobody's doing it. And the ones that are a bunch of fakes. The world is full of pretenders. So don't be a pretender. Be a doer. And if you fail, be proud of it. Be proud of those failures. I love you. And have a beautiful day, and awaken the aesthetic version of yourself, mother. Enjoy the snow day, boys, or wherever you are in the world. Love you, thank you. And hit that like and subscribe. I got lots of great videos on the way, and I plan on building this channel for many, many eons, an eternity. Cheers.